Technology, Dr. Dr. Arnab Ganguly, to kindly deliver welcome address for this program. Over to you, sir.
So, good evening, everybody, a late evening, and it is a pleasure to welcome you, students, for this particular course on open educational resources for students. And today, among the participants, we would like to welcome Professor Bulu Maharana, and she's a professor of the PG Department of Library and Information Science. And also we have Dr. Shabitri Maji, who is an assistant professor at the PG Department of Library and Information Science of Sambalpur University. I would like to welcome Professor Maharana once again. He delivers fascinating lectures and very interesting topics. Please welcome, sir. And for the students, I would like to say that open educational resources, this is the now thing which is happening. You call it in quotation the now thing, because when you publish certain things, there are 5 publication houses who control all the publications of all the whole world, major publications. And these publication houses, they get articles, the authors are not paid. Yeah, the proofreading, those who proofread them, they are not paid. Those who are basically reviewing the article, they are not paid. And so why do they charge so much money? In this aspect, I would say open educational resources, yeah, they have really tremendously helped us to overcome a bit of the lockdown. If it was not there, this would have been a very different world today. So, Professor Maharana, please, sir, up to you.
Thank you so much, sir. So it's at the outset, I would like to thank the authorities of Banwarilal Bhalotia College and the coordinator of this program, and everyone who are present here in the inaugural session. Actually, this was conceptualized when Abhijit Chakrabarti had given this proposal, and they're going to start a certificate course on open educational resources. Then instantly I said that this is a very good idea, and of course it's a really brilliant idea, because as has been introduced, uh, that this open educational resources now has been a trendsetter in the learning process, particularly at the higher education institutions. I remember I had read somewhere that one such incident happened when there was a meeting of high-powered people, like directors of different institutions, technical institutions, and there the then director of IIIM, IIITM, made an observation that the engineering education in the country is not in a good shape that time. And when everybody curiously looked at him, and everybody were surprised that how could such a statement came from one of the top administrators of the engineering establishments, then of course that was true, because many of the institutions, they do not have access to good educational resources because of multiple reasons. And one such reason being the cost, and because of that, and all the libraries are not in a position to uh, purchase or subscribe those resources, and therefore the students are debarred from access to these valuable sources of information. So in order to bridge and in order to actually cope up with the latest developments and to get the students have access to these resources, the idea of open educational resources came. Nowadays, everybody of you are aware about these educational resources. You simply Google it and you will find uh, multiple sources where your educational resources are available. And in order to streamline the resources availability on the internet, on the World Wide Web, and in order to make them authenticate and reliable sources of information, this open educational resources started at various levels by different educational institutions, by government agencies, and different educational bodies at the government, as well as uh, uh, other private sectors. So nowadays, if you go to YouTube, if you type out anything, and you will find the videos from NPTEL, which is one of the partners of this open educational resources ecosystem. Then you'll find excellent videos delivered lecture by the experts in that field from eminent institutions of the country and outside. So therefore, now we do not have that poverty of information, uh, whether we are capable of buying them or not, because they are all freely available, and we can actually download them, copy and paste. You can make our notes, and you can make use of them, and they were all freely available on the public domains. So that is where the students are now enriched with the latest information, the for their curriculum need or otherwise also. So therefore, now they are now in a position to update their knowledge by self learning, self study, which is one of the idea that in the national education policy recently been introduced, that the students should be given opportunities for self learning. And unless we have these resources freely available to them onto their own devices, their mobile phones, their laptops, their tabs, the idea of self-learning cannot be materialized. So therefore, the idea of open educational resources has been there, and they have been successfully, and thousands and thousands of pages of written text and videos, audios, and question answers and different manuals are now available in various platforms. UGC, through the Ministry of HRD, has also launched several sites where the open educational resources are available. Many of the students must now be using the eGyanakos resources, the EPG Pathshala resources, and there are so many of them are there. And nowadays, every individual institutions are also now launched their own open educational resources at their institutional level. So the teachers, their lecture notes, the PowerPoint presentations, the students' instructions for students, and guideline for the examination, and the sample questions, and everything are available on these portals. So this is now going to be an excellent thing for the students, for their self-learning and for their understanding, and thereby making the process of teaching and learning more efficient and more smarter. However, the knowledge about the open educational resources, maybe we are not so much aware about this, particularly our students at undergraduate level and also at postgraduate level. They are not much aware about the availability, where these resources are available, how to search them, and what are the do's and don'ts. Because when you are dealing with the open educational resources, we need to know a lot of we have to have certain guidelines. We cannot randomly download them, and we cannot use them as we can. So there are certain do's and don'ts are there, and there are some certain techniques as to how to find out these resources, and to know where these resources, authentic sources of open educational resources, are available at the national level and at the international level. So these are the areas where our students need awareness, orientation, and training. So if they are trained, if they are familiar with these courses, then they make more and more use of these educational resources, which is not happening now. This is one very disappointing, and also is discouraging, that even though the resources are available, but the usage is not as per our expectation. This is one reason that our students are not much aware about these resources. So therefore, the proposition of this certificate course, that the open educational resources for students, covering all those areas, identifying the OERs, locating the OERs, searching for them, and understanding the licensing aspects of the open educational resources, how to cite them, and all those things that will be actually taught in this program. So which will be a great benefit for the students. So with this, I hope the course is going to actually help a lot for all those students who have registered for this program. And we are here, and right from day one, I have assured and I have given my consent that we are there to help out in instruction, in giving out student counseling, or in whatever way we are needed for this purpose. So I wish all the best for the coordinator and the authorities of the college and all those who are associated with floating of this particular program, and wish you all the best. And all the students who have registered for this program, I also would like to wish them a great experience of learning of this paper, and have great knowledge about open educational resources. Thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity being here and to speak out my ideas, with sharing my ideas with you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think
You are not audible.
your system is muted, sir. Your mic is muted. So unmute.
You are not audible.
Okay. I understand. I missed out. There was a phone call and it became my mute. Okay. So thank you so much, Maharana sir. It was so much. It's fascinating as usual. Yeah, very inspirational for the students. I hope the students please do take heed of him. He's a very eminent personality in this field of library science and open educational resources. Please, I will send you all the recordings. And now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Savitri Maji to give her deliberations. Madam, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
audible?
Yes, madam, you're audible.
Yes, audible.
So, First of all, I will thank and congratulate authority of Banwarilal Bhaltia College, West Bengal, and course coordinator Abhijit Chakrabarti ji for making such a nice initiative for giving this kind of course, which is very essential, specifically during the COVID-19. The importance of online courses and online open education resources has been increased. Nowadays, OER is very essential because students, if we are distributing a textbook, they may get after a month or year. But if we are having educational resources, students will get immediately. It will be disseminated immediately. Then there will be no geographical barrier. Student from any corner of the world can learn. Then they will get opportunity to listen to the great experts. There will be no divide among the have and have nots. All the student will have opportunity to listen or to learn from the experts. So educational resources is very helpful, and the resources is can be used only if the students are aware about the resources, and they must be familiar with this, and it is a great opportunity for the students. They will learn a lot. My teacher, Dr. Maharana sir, Professor Maharana sir, have already communicated objective and importance of OER, and I know this will be a great learning experience for the students. And I wish all success for the course. And at last, I thank the authority and Abhijit Chakrabarti ji for giving me opportunity. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
So the key to all what Madam and Sir said is that students should make the utilization of educational resources, open educational resources. And what Maharana Sir told, one very important thing, that even though the resources are given free, nobody makes utilization of it. When we were students, in order to get one paper, I had to wait for 5 hours in front of the library in a queue to get one single paper which I needed. And nowadays, everything on your mobile phone, everything is available. Yet people are not making use of all these things. For me, so much amount of money I had to give for all these things. So please make use of it. Ovijit sir, up to you now.
And dear students, next class will be held on 21st November 2021 from 7 p.m. Link will be sent to you through your mail ID and WhatsApp. Those who have already not filled up the course survey form, please fill up immediately and submit. And due to the request of some college authorities, the course registration process will be going on 19th of November 2021. So if you want to join anyone want to join this course, he can register himself within 19th of November 2021. Thank you, all of you. Arnab sir.
So shall I wrap up this session?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
धन्यवाद सर आप सभी का.
You are welcome, very welcome.